So you may be thinking, what the hell's going on here? I didn't subscribe to a sports channel. Yeah, well, I figured since I came back to YouTube, I figured, wouldn't it be interesting if I did something a little different? Like, this is just a pilot to see if this does well. So this probably won't be a weekly thing, depending on how well this gets received. So I just thought, because I do like sports. For those who don't know, I actually do enjoy football. So I thought it would be interesting just to see this once, just to give my predictions, and keep in mind, I suck at predicting. Let's be real. I really am bad at it. So I just thought, what the hell? Why the hell not, right? Give it one shot, see what happens, and, see if and maybe I'll bring this back, I don't know. But as it stands, I just thought, why not? Why not? I don't get to talk about sports a lot, so I thought it'd be interesting to do at least once to see how that would go over. And maybe some of my subscribers are sports fans. And I fully acknowledge, disclaimer, that I could be totally wrong in every one of my predictions. But having said that, though, every shot you don't take is a shot you'll never get. I think that's how the saying goes. But anyway, so enough about that. Let's talk about. Since as of this recording, we still have one more game in Week 3. I am going to talk about that one because that's the one I've been waiting for. This is the game I've been waiting for since the schedule got announced. And that is the Chiefs and the Ravens. So I'm going to give my thoughts on this game because, damn, I am excited as fuck for this game. Like, I'm not even I like both teams, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan of either the Chiefs or the Ravens. But this could easily be the AFC Championship that we could have gotten had not, the Ravens completely lost to the Titans. Tighten up. I'm a Titans fan, if you didn't catch on. Used to be a Bucs fan, but I just got sick of them and just decided, you know what, I'm not going to bother. I am just going to jump ship to the Titans. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'll get to Tom Brady in a goddamn minute. But here's the thing, getting back to this game. I am so excited for this, but having said that, I gotta pick a winner here. And it's gonna be so close, and I could be so wrong. But I think I'm gonna give it to the Ravens, and here's why. That Chargers game was messy. Alright, that Chargers-Chiefs game was really messy. And had it not been for the kicker they had, which blows my mind how you were able to get that far away with that kind of... What? Is his leg made of titanium? I want to know. Oh my god. But I'm going to give it to the Ravens because they have just been firing on all cylinders, and that win in overtime with the Chargers was a little messy, and you cannot make those mistakes against a team like the Ravens. I know it's the Super Bowl champions of last year, but at the same time, and they could easily win. They could still win. Keep that in mind. But that Chargers game made me a little nervous about the Chiefs' chances against the Ravens, because you cannot make those mistakes against a team like that. So I could be wrong, but I'm gonna give that one to the Ravens. I think that's now for points. I'm not gonna do points, but I do expect it to probably be a high-scoring game. So I'm gonna give it to the Ravens. So that's the end. That was the end of Week 3. So let's move into officially Week 4. Starting off with the Broncos and Jets on Thursday. Oh, Jesus Christ, a tank bowl. Oh, it's bad. Especially, and you got Adam Gase on as coach for the Jets, and that alone is bad enough. You got the Broncos, who've literally just been pummeled for the past 2 weeks. Well, now 3. But I'm going to give it to the Broncos because I think they need a win, and it would just be even more sad if they lost to the Jets. I think even Jets fans would agree with me that if the Broncos lost to the Jets, it would just be sad. So I'm going to give it to the Broncos because there's still a flicker of hope. But I will say, if they lose to the Jets, it's all over. It's all over. Sorry, Broncos fans, but I think it might be. I know it's still early in the season, but like if you lost to the Jets and go 0-4, I don't know what to tell you. So moving on from there, we have the Saints and Lions. After tonight, as of this recording, I just finished this, and this is what got the idea for me to do this, was watching the Packers-Saints game last night. And it was close. It was so good. But Aaron Rodgers, all of them, they kept going, man. And I was very impressed. But the Saints are now 1-2. And I can assure you, Drew Brees and all of them are going to look for someone to take that anger out on. And that anger is going to be directed totally at the Lions, who they won in overtime against the Cardinals by sheer dumb fucking luck. So you can probably guess where I'm going with this, because I think, even though they're 1-2, it's still early in the season, and I know I just said, like, if they, it's still early in the season, but if Broncos go 0-4, it's over. But like, you can't count out Drew Brees. This may be his last season, but you cannot count out Drew Brees at all. And I don't know what's going up with that offensive line over on the Lions end, so I'm going to give it to the Saints, because they're going to be mad as hell after this game, that Packers game, and it's the Lions. It's everyone's favorite punching bag, or one of the favorite punching bags. So, Saints. Now we come to the Chargers and Buccaneers. Buccaneers are 1-2. And the Chargers surprisingly lost to the Panthers, which actually I was like, I was actually thinking the Chargers had something. But that's the thing about the Chargers, that for the past 2 years they've been very inconsistent. They've been having some major inconsistencies. Whereas the Bucs, well, they are 1-2, and their only loss was to the Saints, but on the other end of the spectrum, their 2 wins were the Panthers and the Broncos. And yes, it's Tom Brady and, all of that, but I'm still not 100% convinced that the Brady Bucs are going to be like a Super Bowl contender, or they may get a wild card. I will admit that this is maybe wild card worthy. If anything else, maybe 9-7. But they're still running. It still feels like the goddamn Bucs half the time. It still feels, even if you take out the equation that you have Tom Brady as the QB for Tampa Bay, they still make the same mistakes half the fucking time as age old when Jameis Winston was on board. So what do I think of this? This is going to be a toss up for me. I might give it. See, like I said, the Chargers are really inconsistent, and the Bucs. But on the other hand, the Bucs have only won 2 games against teams that we kind of figured they would beat, right? I'm gonna give it to the Bucs, but only slightly. Who knows? Maybe the Chargers will actually come out and have effort. It's a possibility. Anyway, so there you go. And oh boy, we got back-to-back tank bowls. We got the Jaguars and the Bengals. I clearly see that the Bengals don't give a shit anymore. Like, Joe Burrow is a really good quarterback, and it breaks my heart that he's on this team. Because the Bengals have clearly shown, after that shit show that was today's game with the Eagles, they've shown they don't care. They've straight up shown that they'll just take the draw. Like, by the end of the game, in that overtime, they clearly showed we'll just take the draw and go home. And you've still got Gardner Minshew on the Jaguars, but it's the Jaguars. I think I might give it to the Jaguars, even though you've got Joe Burrow on. But the defense, there's no defense, there's no offense. There's clearly no shit given on the Bengals side. Whereas with the Jaguars, it seems like they're trying. And I know that makes no goddamn sense, but I might give this one to them. But who knows? Maybe the Bengals will actually come out and actually take like, oh, we got a draw. Now let's get a win to be 1-1-1. To be 1-2-1. But I'm not holding my breath on that. Wouldn't it be funny though if they went, just got another draw? Would that just be hysterical? Of like they don't get a win, but they just get either loses or draws. I feel like that would be a win in their book. Like that's the bar level for for the Bengals. So let's talk about our next tank bowl right here. And yes, I have been. You obviously can tell I'm like 10 minutes into the video, and I'm looking at this on my phone. Yeah. So we've got the Vikings and Texans, both 0-3. Oh God. You see, I knew it was going to be bad for the Texans because you still had Bill O'Brien leading them. And here's the thing that infuriates me about the Texans. There is clear talent on the Texans team, but Bill O'Brien takes his pants off and shits on that talent consistently. And I've seen that for the past 3 games. Now, yes, the first 2 games were like the Chiefs and then Ravens. But you had a chance against the Steelers. You had enough talent and, just something. You had something there against the Steelers. But you pissed it away, as always, Bill O'Brien. And then you have the Vikings. Oh, Lord. I didn't think it was going to be this bad for you. This far out the gate. Like, it's only 3... Yes, it's 3 back-to-back losses. But at the same time, I'm like... I thought you'd have something by now, Vikings. Like, as a Titans fan, I actually was kind of thought you would have it. But then you choked. And let's talk about we'll talk about choking in a second. But yeah, I might give this one to the I might give this to the Vikings on the sole ground of Bill O'Brien will completely fuck his own team over. I will give it to the Vikings because I think like they're trying. They're at least having effort and have like there is talent. And this is the thing I will give Vikings over the Texans is that they have talent and they're not squandered by it. Now, yes, it hasn't been exactly the best 3 games they've had, but like I said, they have talent and are not squandered by it or hindered by, coaching or whatever. The same cannot be said for the Texans. So I'm going to give this one to the Vikings. And then we have what I can only say is a blood orgy. The Seahawks and the Dolphins. Oh, God. I think this might be Tua's entrance, because I don't know if Ryan Fitzpatrick can... No. It's not even a contest. It's Seahawks. I'm going to give this to the Seahawks because it's the Dolphins, first off. And they've just shown that, again, they're trying to tank again. Like, I don't know what you're tanking for. You got Tua, but maybe they'll switch out Ryan Fitzpatrick and put Tua in. Like, that's the only way I could see, like, maybe this will be an interesting game. But yeah, I've got Seahawks on that one. And now we come to the Steelers and Titans. Now, like I said, I am a Titans fan. And the past 3 victories, we're 3-0. But all the victories have been really dirty wins, like very messy wins, very skin of your teeth. But hey, a win is a win. And you can clearly see that, Ryan Tannehill, Isaiah Wilson, all of that. Derrick Henry, all of that is, like, we're clearly a force to be reckoned with. Is Isaiah Wilson... No, was Isaiah Wilson... He's the one on... I'm sorry, I've deleted all my memory from the draft and all of that, and it's late and I'm tired, so... I don't know why I'm doing this video to begin with. Oh, right, because I'm an idiot. But as a Titans fan, we've just been winning by the skin of our teeth. However, I don't think we could win and have another win here against the Steelers because I don't know what they did to Ben Roethlisberger's arm. I don't know if they put they made him a Terminator, but Jesus Christ, man. Now, the Titans are really good at making an upset. It's been very clear that they're really good at doing an upset. And I'm not saying they don't have a chance here, but this might be the one where they get the first loss of the season. So I'm going to give it slightly to the Steelers because, Jesus, I don't know what's going on with that defense and everything else, but it looks like they're actually playing like a legit team this season, which blows my mind. And again, Ben Roethlisberger, I don't know if they replaced him with a robot or something, but what the fuck? But again, the Titans have been known to be the major upsets, so it's anyone's game. So I am gonna give this one to the Steelers. Browns and Cowboys is our next game, and here's another one where it's a toss-up because it's been very obvious that Mike McCarthy and everyone on this team they're 1-2. And the Browns are shockingly 2-1. Now, yes, 2 wins they did have is Washington and Cincinnati, but let them have it. But then you've got the Cowboys, who have been really putting up a lot of hype. They've only won one game, and it was by the skin of their teeth against the Falcons, but they really took it to the Seahawks this last game. And you can clearly see that these guys mean business. CeeDee Lamb, all of them, all of the wide receivers, all of that. It's going to be an interesting game because Baker Mayfield can also be inconsistent, but when he's good, he's really good. So however, I think I'm going to give this one to the Cowboys slightly. This is another one that could either go either way. So I'm going to give this one slightly to the Cowboys. Just by a small margin, because I think this is going to be the game where they're going to be like, okay, we are done fucking around. So, next game, Cardinals and Panthers. I still think Kyle Murray is it's very clear that he's finally developing into something big. Kyle Murray, I think, now, yes, this game, the Lions just won. Dumb luck. I chuck that up to dumb luck. It's embarrassing that you lost the Lions, but hey, we all have our bad days. But the Cardinals are showing that they can be, a force. A force to be reckoned with, I don't know, but hey, they've got a force there. Panthers, on the other hand, Teddy Bridgewater, I've never slept on Teddy Bridgewater at all, because everyone seems to forget, Teddy Bridgewater, he's just, here to, he's just here to fill in for McCaffrey. And I'm like, no. Did everyone forget, the 3-4 games he won for the Saints when Breeze was out? And they just won this one with the Chargers, so... yeah, this is another toss-up, because Murray and Bridgewater are excellent, but the problem is that Panthers can be inconsistent too. But they clearly, when they're on fire, they knock some shit out. So I might give this one I'm thinking it may be Cardinals, but I'm gonna give it to the Panthers just by a small margin. But again, I could be totally wrong on all of these. So next one is our Colts and Bears. I'm going to give this one to the Bears because if on the sole ground, if they keep Nick Foles as the starter QB. If they just go with Trubisky, then it's Colts. But yeah, if they keep Nick Foles as the starting QB like they should have done since game 1, I know they're now 3-0, but yeah, you almost lost to the Falcons if it had not been for Nick Foles, and he made a great point to be starting QB. So if they start with Foles, with Nick Foles as the QB, I'm going to give it to the Bears. If not, might still be the Bears, but I would say Colts. Anyway, so moving right along to Ravens and Washington. This is another blood orgy right here. The Ravens are going to beat the shit out of Washington. It's not even going to be pretty. Same with the Giants and Rams. Rams are probably going to slaughter the Giants. That's not even a joke. That's going to be a mess. So, following that is the Patriots and the Chiefs. This is another. Now, Cam Newton has proven to me, at least in some capacity, that he is at least worthy of being a part of Bill O'Brien's team. Not Bill Belichick. Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's late. Bill Belichick's team and the Patriots. But here's the thing. They haven't really sold me on it yet. I mean, who have you beaten? The Dolphins and the Raiders? I mean, yeah, the Raiders beat the Saints, but the thing about Raiders is that it's a little inconsistency here. But you did, and you lost to the Seahawks, which is a major contender, and now you're gonna play the last year's Super Bowl team. The team that won the Super Bowl, the thing you couldn't even get to past the Titans. I don't know. I'm not counting Cam out for a second, but at the same time, it's Patrick Mahomes and the goddamn Chiefs. So I'm going to give it to the Chiefs on that one. So, Bills and Raiders. Josh Allen has clearly shown that he can really be a good QB, but it does make me a little nervous that they almost blew a 28-3 lead. Yeah, ask the Falcons how that feels. They almost blew it to the Rams, So, and the Raiders the Raiders can be no joke. Like, I know everyone sleeps on the Raiders, but at the same time, I don't think you should. I don't think you should sleep on the Raiders on some occasion. Again, it falls into the same thing with the Chargers, a little inconsistency. But the Raiders, I think, could put up a fight against the Bills, but I think I'm going to give it slightly to the Bills because they haven't sold me yet, but they are selling me that Josh Allen can be a good QB, and they, Stephon Diggs and all that, they are clearly a AFC. They may, I would almost believe the hype of they may take the AFC North. It's North. God, I'm so sorry. I'm tired as fuck. I'm blanking on shit. Let's just wrap this shit up. So, our last two games are the Eagles and the 49ers and the Falcons and Packers. Do I even need to say anything? Yes, the 49ers are literally limping along, but they've still proven that even with their backups, they are still a force to be reckoned with. But then again, it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard to beat the Giants. But then again, it's not going to be hard to beat the Eagles either, especially this season's Eagles. Sorry, Eagles fans, but you guys, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say to you guys. Sorry. This season's not been kind to you. Like, you had to settle on a draw with the Bengals today. That's where you are right now, Eagles. You had to settle for a draw against the Bengals. Okay? And it's still it's, half the team's busted up, but that's par of the course for 49ers. But they still are a force to be reckoned with, even with their backups. So I'm going to give that one to the 49ers. And finally, I am going to give it the Falcons, and the final game is Falcons and Packers. I'm going to give the first half of the game to the Falcons, and then they'll blow their lead completely to the Pack, and then I will officially give it to the Packers. It's Packers all the way, because, hey, Falcons will probably get another lead like halfway through the game, and then remember, fourth quarter, time to suck. Yeah. So I'm going to give that one to the Packers, because you blew, Falcons fans. I am so sorry. Oh my God, I am so sorry. You blew 2 back-to-back games where you were had a massive lead, had a great lead. I wouldn't say massive, but great lead. Back-to-back, you blew it. And now you're playing the Packers with an Aaron Rodgers that clearly has an axe to grind and wants to prove that he is still hot shit. Yeah, good luck. I'm surprised if Dan Quinn ain't fired by the end of this season, or hell, during this season. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to say to you guys. To Falcons fans, I'm sorry. Anyway, so, but like I said, I could be completely 100% wrong with all of this. This is just an experiment. I could be totally wrong. I could be 100% wrong on all of these picks. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Why not? I don't get to talk about sports. So I figured, let's just do this video and see what happens. So you guys tell me in the comments below if you are sports fans. What do you guys think of these predictions? I know I came in like I'm coming into the end of week 3, now into week 4, and talking about sports, something totally off my, something different out of my whole spiel. But I wanted to do stuff outside the box. I didn't want to keep doing the same shit over and over again on YouTube. So that's why we're here now. But yeah, like I said, and maybe I'll be better at commentating this shit too. Again, assuming assuming this does well at all. But anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of this. If you guys are football fans too, what are your predictions for next week? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.